Was it 16 all over again?
16.
Terminal bullshit.
Okay.
Shit just got terminal.
Hello, we're back. We had some real bad technical problems there in case anybody was trying to watch us earlier and
That must be fun.
and saw our face of frustration because the gremlins had returned. Anyway, hello, we're Misfits and Monsters. I'm your friendly neighbourhood Dungeon Master Aaron. With me today I have Craig playing the brain-damaged reptilian bugbear Battlemaster. Craig, I have Mike playing the renegade Illithid Octobard Calamari Polippo. We have Pat playing the half-orc less than Zen super monk beer. Sif Has playing the ex-criminal enforcer, ex-wrestler, death mask wearing Amnian shield dwarf El Chupanibra, and then Kat or lilac-hued tiefling battle mage Kayla. So yeah, we're all in. Last episode, the guys derailed a demonic summoning ritual which resulted in this cavern of fleshy caves made out of the body of a reanimated purple worm to collapse, forcing the gang to run out into another cave system to escape from being crushed. Unfortunately, the human that they'd rescued that had come down with them under the Hag Coven's direction to retrieve a artifact that they needed was crushed because he couldn't escape in time, but the other two prisoners that they'd rescued from within the cells in this purple worm's body, Clegg the human hunter and Nevermira the half-elf, survived. Now, as they ran out of a small a cave tunnel into a larger area, they came to a sudden halt because they ran into a cavern filled with loose soil that had an entire sea of skeletal hands protruding up from it, and these skeletal hands tried to grapple those of you that managed to step out into and amongst them, but they failed. So this is where we are at the minute. You guys are in this cavern, staring at this field of skeletal digits threatening to clasp you. So what do you want to do?
Okay. So this is literally just a room full of skeleton hands.
Yeah,
like,
protruding up from the soil on the floor of the cavern. And this is entirely made out of like aggregate sort of stone formation. It's not at all like the previous series of caverns which were made out of necrotizing flesh. So you've made it out of that, but you are now faced with this new obstacle of
now hands.
Scaly digits.
So we're in the kidney stones.
Yeah.
Would you say we're outside of combat?
Yeah, you're outside of combat.
Can I spend 1 minute
A penny.
observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat? to learn information about its capabilities?
You can, because you noticed after deftly avoiding being grappled by these hands as they tried to clutch onto your feet and ankles, they went inert. So I'm not
You're
milking
milking a
some
cow.
imaginary cow. Doing it wrong.
It's just dust.
So yeah, after you avoided them and you're now carefully looking around the immediate area at these floppy bony fingers. What's the plan here then?
So I've got this thing called Know Your Enemy.
Yeah.
Spend 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat.
Okay,
You can
so
learn
yeah.
information about its capabilities compared to your own.
So we'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
So what's everybody else going to do in this situation? You're behind Cray Cray, so you have yet to enter this chamber, Calamari.
But I would have observed their
You would
ankles
have,
getting
yeah,
kind
and
of
you would have like ran into Cray Cray's massive, muscular pink back, yeah, as he came to a sudden halt.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, like peeking around his immense kind of frame. I would spot the door at the end of the room. Would I be able to sort of like try and levitate over and maybe kind of like boot it open or something?
You can try that if you want to. Yeah, just let me get everybody's plan, and then you can
Sure.
can
Okay.
first. So Sif, you're in the lead beside
Yes.
Kayla and Chupa. Like Chupa and Kayla are immediately behind you. You're in the front of you're the tip of the spear.
that's right. So I've got some questions here.
Yeah.
Question number one: are those like bony hands moving
No.
in any way?
Until you step into another area where they more of them are located. The ones around you have just flopped and become inert. Like the rest of them that you can see are actually like raised up, like stiff, like in a static pose. But the ones that are around you have just kind of like
Flopped up,
been
put down.
deactivated after having failed to grasp you. So whatever is powering this
Okay.
this phenomena, it's been triggered on the areas that you three are standing on at the minute, but the rest of the hands in this area are like upright and
Okay. All right. So here's my plan.
waiting.
I am going to kick the closest hand next to me and see what happens to it. If I just kick it really hard.
Okay, one in the area that's already become inert, or one of the...
Yeah, like the closest one to my foot. Say.
Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Give it a kick. Would you like me to roll any attack or anything?
You can roll an attack, yes.
Sure. Oh man. Is 12 a hit?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so what happens when I give it a?
So you're
good
gonna
old-
roll damage for me, please.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I'll tell
yeah.
you then what the effect is.
This is like a D8 of. Yeah.
Going so far.
So it's like 13 damage.
13. So, roughly half of the hands inhabiting the immediate area around your legs are just smashed to into pieces that scatter across the soil floor. Some are still left, like standing because you didn't get all of them, but they.
But that doesn't trigger anything.
Nope.
Anything bad? No one's trying to dig themselves out and strangle me. Nothing like that.
Not yet. No.
Okay. Oh, foreshadowing.
I'm just toying with you.
Oh, you're enjoying this far too much.
Is he?
Okay, well, I mean, I turn around to everyone else and say, looks like it's
Closed.
safe-ish. Just don't let them grab you.
Seems
You can just give them a good old kick and they just fall apart.
Okay, Chupa, Kayla, what's your plan in this? Having seen Sif do this and observed the ones in your area that you've managed to avoid just become inert.
I mean, I
become
was going to use
limp-wristed.
detect magic,
Okay.
but I don't know if... I mean, they seem to just be like playthings. I mean, I'll do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to detect magic.
All right.
are the actual bone,
As far as you can tell.
as far as I can tell.
So for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. So, to your magically enhanced sight, all of the hands are surrounded by like a fluctuating green-black necrotic energy. So
Ooh.
they have been, they're empowered by necromancy of some kind.
So necrotic magic.
Worst kind of Nancy.
Okay. I relay that. So, I mean, these are some.
Wicked magic.
There's definitely something magic going on here. So you all know. It's some
What
kind
gave
of
it away?
magic. But, I mean, you just kicked a bunch of them over and nothing really seemed to happen. So
Yeah,
perhaps
still-
this is just how they came to be here, rather
I
than.
mean, they did try to grab us just a minute ago, so they're definitely animated in some way.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
And then.
Should we try and yank one out rather than just break it?
Well, you do that. I'm not putting my hands on those
Oh.
hands.
I could use my mage hand to try and yank it.
Have you ever used Mage Hand before? I don't know if you've ever...
Yes, me and Calamari have
You
yanked
remember?
some orcs in the butt.
Yeah. Do you
That
remember
was,
that?
that was the best use.
Yeah.
That was some serious use of Mage Hand, actually. How
That
did
was
I forget that?
that was inspired. Yeah. Yeah.
We did the distraction.
Play a
We
bit of
made them think that that someone spanked their butt.
yeah.
We got
That
some
would be
full
yours.
Three Stooges action out of that.
Yeah.
You did. That was impressive.
I remember it well.
Okay, so
Very
Chupa, what are you doing, having observed? What just
Having
happened?
observed this, Chupa. Sorry, I'm next to Sif, and who's in front of me?
To your right and just in front of you is Sif, and to his right and just slightly behind him is Kayla, and behind you is Cray Cray.
Alright,
Back
cool.
in the, just on the threshold of the tunnel entrance that you entered into this new area from.
Behind me is Cray. Sorry.
Yeah, Cray Cray is like behind and to the right of you.
Okay,
Sif
okay,
is,
can I make an attack on the ground in front of me?
yeah, you can.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to punch into the ground with my gauntlet with the fire gem.
Okay, and are you doing this in the space that you're standing in currently, like
Or just in front of me, yeah.
just in front of you? Okay, yeah, go for it.
That's 15 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit. Roll your damage.
That's 5 bludgeoning, 7 fire. But what I was going to say is a 5-foot radius of fire
Okay,
in front.
okay. So it's like that entire 5-foot square in front of you. Sorry, what was the total damage? Without
Sorry,
splitting
Without-
it into types, what's the total damage?
Straight up.
12.
12. Okay, so it, like roughly half of the limbs are like obliterated by your attack, and the others like suddenly like spring to life as your hand like impacts into the soil, and they try to grab you. So
Okay.
can you do a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Watch out, Chupa!
You pissed it off, Chupa.
Non-natural 20.
Okay, unfortunately,
Whoa.
non-natural 20. Okay,
Non-natural,
Oh, he pulled his finger.
the hands like manage to get a grip around your wrist and upper arm, and the fingertips feel sharpened and coarse, like they might be broken and splintered to some degree, and they dig into your flesh and hold you fast. So you're as you're like punching down, they grab hold of you, and you are now grappled by them, grappled in place.
Gee.
So obviously
Yeah, well.
on your next go you can attempt to break this, but you're struggling to try and extricate yourself from these bony
Okay.
limbs. Calamari, so you're going to try to levitate over these to the opposite side of the chamber. What's your movement for levitation? Does it last for 6 seconds? I can't remember.
It's 6 seconds now, that's right.
So,
yeah.
I'd say that's your full range of movement. So what is are you gonna dash?
Can I dash while levitating?
I would say. Did we not give you a flying speed for that ability? Is it
I
not?
don't think so. It's something that we kind of brewed together with Mike Picton, but I don't know if we thought that far ahead. We put a seconds count on,
Yeah.
but I don't know what that would translate to. Would that be like maybe 6 squares?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
say 6 squares. Let's just go with that, just for the ease.
It's a one-way trip, guys.
Yeah. So from where you are on the screen, if you want to move yourself in whatever direction you want to go across this field of limbs.
Hang on. Which one of these do I have to?
Go to-
It's done it. Okay, nice.
yeah, you got yourself.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Okay, so you're actually able to make it all the way over. That's nifty. So unfortunately, though, you are going to have to drop into that last area in front of this stone slab that is acting as a door or barrier in this recessed sort of crude arch shape that's presumably an exit. So you drop down into the square amongst these hands. Can you just do a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Oh, hang on. Let me check.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
9.
9. Oh dear. So unfortunately, just as you land, despite how gently your toes touch the soil, barely disturbing it, the hands immediately like come to life and grip painfully around your shins and ankles, and the tips are sharp and dig into your flesh through your clothing. So you are also grappled at the moment. So the condition of grappled is that your speed's 0. You can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. And you are sorry, my brain is failing.
We're having an off
Yeah.
session.
Anyway, so you grappled.
We've got the
So
thing here.
you're gonna have to spend your next turn, breaking the grapple unless you want to do things with disadvantage.
Is it? Am I like? Are all of my limbs grappled? I mean, do I
Just
have
your
my hands
legs.
free? Just my legs.
Just your legs? But you can see as you land in front of the door that it bears almost exactly the same pattern of abyssal glyphs rendered in like dried blood upon its surface, which match those that you saw in the first cave that you were ported into by the hags. That first door that was trapped.
Uh-huh.
That fired out that ray of crimson energy
How can we forget that door?
that Grog kept reactivating
I remember.
over and over.
I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
As well.
The one where we didn't try the handle first.
I need to do.
Oh my god, you did what? You fucking
Sorry,
idiots.
all of you that are grappled, which is just Chupa and Calamari, you take 2 points of slashing damage upon your limbs from where the bony digits have dug into your flesh. So, this is a situation. So, you guys have observed Calamari eerily sort of levitate. How are you doing it? Are you like Magneto style or Dracula? Okay. So what's the plan for the rest of you here?
Well, I'm studying the thing to understand.
Yeah, let's say. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, let's go to you now for the
I
result.
guess because I've got a selection of things I can know. I can. Oh, where is it? Where is it again? Can I know its dexterity score? It's one of the things I can call
Doesn't it? As far as you can tell, these things don't seem to possess any life of their own, of which you could examine. It's almost like they're a mechanism. There's nothing to read other than that these are some form of magical trap / obstacle.
So I guess I'll just spend my action then swinging my axe at it.
Okay.
Seeing see if I can clear a path.
So you're going for the next square in front of you.
I'll go for the next
Yeah.
I'll try and just cleave.
So let's say, because this will be classed as difficult terrain,
Sure.
let's say that you attack, then move, and attack, then move. So how many, you have multi-attack, don't you? If you hit, you get multi-attack.
Attacks per action. So
Yeah. So you can, let's see you try and clear as...
Well, half the movement,
Yeah.
21.
21 is a hit, yep, so roll your damage.
And it's axe this time. Okay. Ooh, spin on that. So that's a 16 plus 16 plus 6 fire.
What's that in total?
What did I say? 16 plus 6? 22. Right?
22. Okay, so you managed to completely destroy all of the jutting skeletal limbs from the square in front of you, which, you know, just chop them into bony splinters which scatter everywhere, and you move into that next square. So if you want to move yourself to wherever you want to, you want to be.
Anyone who can access.
Sorry.
Okay, let's pretend I moved. So I'll attack the next one.
Mhm.
Yeah. 17.
Yep.
Nice. 15.
Okay, so
One of it's fine.
roughly half of the hands are destroyed as you like swipe and then move forwards, but it doesn't get all of them. So can you do another Dex saving throw for me, please?
Yeah, 16.
16.
Okay, damn it.
Dog.
Instant.
16.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the remaining limbs manage to avoid somehow your blade and latch onto your calves and ankles and dig in, and so you are now grappled as well. You take 2 points of slashing damage.
Oh shit, son.
So yeah. So who isn't grappled? Calamari's grappled, Cray Cray's grappled, Chupa is grappled.
I'm not.
I'm not.
So Sif, Kayla, you see your companions are all sort of like been restrained by these limbs, like locking them in place. What are you guys doing?
You want to burn us a path through?
That was my plan.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the smart lady who doesn't run into danger like an idiot.
I just burn everything from afar.
Right behind you, buddy.
Please
Like,
bear in
right
mind
out of
I
the-
am in there somewhere.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
be,
where
I'm gonna be
is
right
every-
behind you.
where
Right
is
behind
everyone?
the cone of fire.
So I've moved 2.
Where is everyone
diagonals, is that right?
placed?
I'm right over by the far
1,
door.
2.
Can you see the map, Cat?
I'm looking at it on the stream, so yeah.
Oh.
And that's up to date. Yeah, some stuff's moving.
Eventually.
How far behind is the stream? Like 8 seconds.
I only think it's like a couple seconds out, so.
Is Cray Cray moved forward yet?
Cray Cray's moved forward, yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, I'll see.
Alright.
Hold on, I'll just load up Roll20. And I can...
Well, if you turn like a 45 degrees kind of angle, you and blast that way through towards where between Calamari and Cray Cray, you could potentially clear a path, but you know this depends. It depends on things.
No fried calamari today, please.
Yes.
Wah wah.
No lizard on a stick.
No Mexicans.
Ooh.
What?
Oh wait, no
Amnion
Mexican
has
food.
Amnion.
Specific.
Just probably want to finish the sentence there.
Be
Hey, just
specific.
no
that's what
Mexicans.
I'm- No Mexican food. You'll have one
Oh,
Mexican.
oh.
Too late now.
Sketchy.
Been said.
That's gonna be clipped.
So,
We'll edit that in post.
Yeah.
So- calamari,
Just cut it out.
cray cray,
Soundbite.
They make
and
promo.
chupa are all stuck.
Yes.
So,
They just give us
I mean, yeah, I guess if I kind of go.
Cat?
Cat.
I guess if I go
Oh,
like,
sorry.
sorry, I'm on push to talk. I'm not used to it. If I go
It's
like,
just because we had some major
this
problems.
direction?
Cool.
I guess if I head that way.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, right behind the cone of fire.
Well, last thing, I was literally just looking through my spells because I've got a few more which I realised I haven't added. And I was actually just about to give myself continual flame because I realised I actually have some second level spells that I can learn that I haven't. But I don't know if I need to prep that first. Probably would need to prep it. Okay, let's go to my spells I've got prepared. So I mean, I've got Scorching Ray, and I've got Firebolt, but they're just like I don't have like a continual cone type one,
Okay.
and I have Fireball. So I mean, my Fireball's quite big. I could, like, I think if I did throw it into say like this corner, I could probably clear like this or most of this.
Okay. Well, I mean, give it a try, and.
But then we'd have to come up
hopefully-
with another way to get over here.
Oh, don't we just have to wait for it to stop being burning?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm resistant to fire.
Is that's going to get calamari though, isn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that we'd have to work out that next bit. Like,
You gotta break some eggs to make an omelet, right? That's what she's saying, Aaron.
like that bit.
Make some fish.
flambéed.
You gotta flambe some calamari.
Some calamari.
So you,
Okay, so I'm gonna do a fireball and I'm gonna place it. I'll drop.
You can drop it near me if you want. That's
Drop it
safe.
like-
How do I switch it to a circle? Oh, you have to hold Alt.
yeah.
Hold on.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
We're waiting for the magic to happen.
Shapes, geometry.
So I assume you've been conferring with Sif, like, you know, I've got this spell, I can do this, just calm.
Yeah.
While
I'm
the
just
others
like
are
this.
Those words are being said.
I'm super chill. Just like
Well, you know, all they're doing is grabbing hold of you at the minute. There's no imminent threat.
That's good. I'm on
I
the
just don't like being
edge.
held.
Yet.
Right where I belong.
So I think because it's a 4x. I know it's a 4x4. Well, it's an 8x8 square, but a circle. So 4 up, 4 up, like 4 from the center each way. So I think that's right. 4 squares.
I'm
so I
just-
think I can.
I'm just going to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Basically, if I hit it here, I think it will explode, but hopefully not explode us. Hopefully.
Splash.
Let's
Okay.
hope.
I'm very worried.
Okay. Yeah, you going ahead?
Yeah.
Sounds good. You do that. You're smart. I'm not.
I mean, it's a dexterity saving throw for anything in it, and I'm assuming that's just yeah.
Okay. So they automatically fail because they are
I don't think they
Inanimate.
can dodge very easily.
inanimate objects that are planted in the ground. So what is the damage for that effect?
Well, it's 8d6, so
Nice.
Do it.
Fucking hell!
Roll them
I'm gonna need a
dice.
calculator for this.
Intermission music. Dice calculating music.
Adventure loading.
Loading an explosion.
Witticism incoming.
Reloading your visual effect.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Or this hand's just like, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, it's pretty good. Look at those fools over there. What's happening? I don't know. Wait, what's she doing?
So it was 23. It was 23 fire
Okay,
damage.
so
Shit.
every single limb protruding out from the ground in that area is completely incinerated as soon as
Fuck yeah.
So the ball just goes when it rises up worryingly and begins to sort of curve across the
A
ceiling.
bit close.
Yeah, towards you.
My
The
eyebrows!
only person this is going to affect is Cray Cray, so can you just do a dex
Oh
saving
no!
Oh, he'll be fine.
throw? Yeah.
He's a big boy. Well, it might burn the ones from that are grabbing him. On the plus side.
So what did he have to pass? Was it your spell save DC, Cat? Was it 14 or 15? What is your
16.
It says attack save, dex 6.
16.
Oh, one shy.
The magic number.
But wait,
16.
Oh wait.
it's all good because I've got Indomitable, which means I can re-roll.
You do it.
It better be higher.
Okay,
otherwise
is this like a once a day thing, or is it?
twice a day?
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Okay, so as you see the flames roiling across the ceiling and down towards where you're situated, you manage to just like hunker, even though your legs are gripped firm by these skeletal hands, and the flames just tickle across your back, like. But you're barely singed. Like maybe a few little hairs protruding between your scales are
What's left of them.
curled up. Yeah, but you're fine.
Okay, okay. I turn around to Coda, I'm like...
So that whole area there is as the flames die
Nailed
out,
it.
you can see that the soil is singed and actually fused to some degree, like in a black glassy kind of clump, and then what suddenly dubstep. What appears to have been a false wall collapses from the heat, like singed, and a tunnel makes itself apparent.
Oh, very good, Cat. Very good.
But-
Caleb.
That was totally on purpose.
Yeah,
But
this was our plan. Two of us.
But
a like a squirming large
This was your plan.
shadow
No.
shape begins to squeeze its way out through the tunnel, and a young purple worm
oh fuck off!
Oh no!
emerges into the chamber.
Wait,
This was all Cat's
does it have an
idea.
iPad?
This was my plan all along.
More friends.
Plan.
She's on their side. Run!
And starts to
He
make
was
its way
nearly dead
over
last
towards.
time, right?
So agitating and it's like it's tooth lined more, chomping aggressively. It lunges towards you, Kayla, and makes an attack with its mouth.
Is your fire effect persistent or is it gone?
I mean, I think
12.
if they've all burned, then it's probably not got any fuel to...
So fortunately, you catch
Cute.
sight of this thing like undulating out towards you across the black glassy scorched floor, and it gnashes to try and clamp down on you, and you manage to just step back just out of reach of its teeth, and the spittle as its teeth clamp together like splatters out towards you in a disgusting.
Whoa!
It's like
Nelly.
whoa! So roll initiative, please.
Hey, we did it, Misfits. We made it.
I didn't think you'd do this this session.
You didn't think I'd explode things?
No, I didn't think you'd reveal the false wall. I don't know.
I mean, we essentially got an Easter egg.
With us, anything is possible.
Yep. Never a dull moment with the Misfits.
I rolled a 16.
16.
Trooper got 20.
I also got a 16.
Chupa got 20. So which of you wants to go first? Kayla or Sif? What's the preference here?
I'm gonna go punch the monster.
Okay, you go first then.
Yeah. I'm quite tipsy.
What did Cray Cray get?
14.
14. What about Calamari?
6.
6. Consistent.
What did you?
Consistently bad.
Yeah.
What did Chupa get?
20.
Oh, so he's first. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got. So he could go. He should go first.
Yeah, he is going to go first. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Shit, this thing's still. Ah!
So, Chupa, you've just seen this
Oh no.
young purple worm emerge from this tunnel that's been revealed by Kayla's fireball, and it's lunging towards your tiefling and half-orc companions.
My compadres!
You're
Right,
grappled, so
Compañero.
Yeah.
you're gonna have to do something to break this grapple as an action before
Yeah,
you
can
can.
I do... Can I do a... can I break this grapple? Or
Yeah, do a
attempt to break this
strength ability check for me.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Okay.
Strength athletics, I suppose it would be.
Is the worm before calamari?
The worm is after Cray Cray, after you.
Yeah. Okay.
25?
25, yeah. So you,
That's my,
Like,
okay,
just like-
grappling.
Nice.
so you, how are you doing this? What's the move here?
Oh, man.
Give me some flavour.
Is it... What part of my arm is grappled?
Just your entire like lower half, like forearm of your.
Chupa
right
just
arm.
flexes.
Yeah.
He flexes his arm up.
So he's the girth of his massive like dwarf wrist just bulges to like almost twice its size and shatters the bones, which are barely able to get like a thumb and finger around it anyway, and they just break from the sheer tensile strength of this. Like, and so you're free, so you can move now. But that was your action for this go, unfortunately.
You buff.
So I guess
took
I'm just
quite
going to
a bit.
move... and actually, because this is the same one from last session, right?
No,
Like, looking at it is...
like looking at it,
Okay.
it's
fresh.
it's fresh.
It's a fresh worm.
It's not gone to the wounds. Its eyes, one of its eyes is
Okay.
not missing, so it's
Okay.
Fresh and wormy.
it's all new.
Okay, I guess I'm going to ready up and I'm going to watch its tail, because focusing from last round, Chupa would have noticed that his tail was barbed and it attacked Cray Cray, so he's watching...
Yeah.
From his position, I guess he's watching his tail.
So you're going to stay where you are for the moment and
Yeah.
and react if anything
Yeah.
else happens. Okay. So it's now Sif's go. So
Oh right. Okay.
you're currently still grappled as well.
Am I? No. I
No,
didn't
sorry,
get
you're
grappled
not.
last
No,
time.
sorry. Brain lapse. So somebody else want a DM tonight? I'm
No, it
fucking done.
sounds like,
I'm out.
Freya will
sounds
be
like a hard job.
And then everything turned into pastries, and we all had a
Got
cinnamon
fat.
roll
It was
party.
delightful.
We all
We
drank.
had a
And it
nice
was
tea
wonderful.
party.
Ah.
We had a tea party with the worm.
The
Turns
worm-
out all the hands were actually just cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, the worm just wanted to be friends.
All the hand just wanted to have handshakes.
And then Peter
Yeah,
turned up.
handshakes.
And you, and you, and you. Fucking hell.
Oh, my version would be, and suddenly Motorhead started playing, and everyone broke out into a impromptu mosh pit.
Get in the
We all went-
circle. Come on, everyone.
A circle jerk.
Come on, let me
Yes.
My.
Anyway, I punched things. Hold on.
Okay, let's get back on track. Sorry, I've let this go too far now.
Where are we?
Come on, Sif, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna come up to it, and I'm going to start
Mm.
stabbing it with my radiant run spear, and hoping that it's not like poisonous in any way. Actually, no, I don't mind because I don't get poisoned by
You don't
anything,
get poisoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
which means my character can drink a shitload now.
So are you moving? I mean, I suppose it is within striking distance of you, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
it's within
12 feet.
striking distance
Yeah.
of a spear because it's
Yeah.
like a long weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
start
It's got
stabbing it.
range. Reach. Sorry.
Yeah, it's got reach around.
I got reach.
So that's a 26 to hit, which I'm sure is a hit.
That is a hit. Yes.
Yeah, you know. And I'm going to treat it with
Respect?
yes.
Kindness.
Stop it! This is
You
a
are the most
serious
handsome
game.
worm I have the scene.
I'm sure there are D&D
Everybody
campaigns
realize.
out there where most, like the adventuring party, befriends most of the things that that it comes up against, but not this one.
You're misunderstood.
Yeah, I stab it. I stab it really hard.
Stab it with love.
Here.
Okay, so what's your damage?
So it is taking 17 stabby damage
Yeah.
and 3 radiant.
Okay.
So that's a good start, I'd say.
Yeah. So you basically like puncture the side just behind its like the rear of its head, where where the mouth is, and
Nice.
and lots of like purplish red blood starts to pour out from the gouge that you've made in its side, and it thrashes in reaction to the pain, but its anger is undiminished. It's definitely going to continue trying to attack Kayla. So.
Nice. It's thrashing, so the mosh pit idea is that it's the
Yeah.
Slayer! Right, I'm gonna stab it again. And this time it is like 29 to hit.
Yeah, that's it.
29.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, baby, I get plus 11 with my spear.
Snap. Same.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fucking
snap.
crazy. Crazy, I tell you. It's taking 15 piercing damage. I'm gonna stop saying stabby damage.
Yeah.
15 piercing and 4 radiant.
Okay.
And I am going to spend a 1 key,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna start pummeling it with my fists.
Flurry of blows.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a flurry of the blows.
Okay.
I'm gonna blow it for a flurry. Wait, no, what? And it's a critical 20!
Oh, okay.
Woo! I know. So I need to find another D6. It's a D8 now. No, it's a D6. No, it is a D8. My hands are unstoppable.
He's a deadly weapon.
Yeah. It is taking... oh, fucking kidding me? Are you joking?
1 damage. You roll ones.
It takes 8 damage.
Oh,
8.
Still
Yeah.
damage, man.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so the next blow causes it to like rear back like in pain, and you get another like quick jab underneath like the chin, and you just get like the briefest flash of the spear tip, glowing blade like appear in its mouth like as it's like, so it just like, and then you pull it out, and it like copious amounts of ichor are starting to pour out from the wounds, but the thing
Nice.
is undeterred. It is it's
Hey, man, don't insult it.
it's persisting. It's not gonna give up.
no,
You
that means I need to punch it more.
It's an overturn.
I punch it again.
punching it again. Okay.
I can. Oh, I'm gonna be going for a while. I'm not. And this is a 19 to plus like 11, so it's definitely a hit. It's like 20. It's like 30 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
And this time it takes. This time it takes 12 damage.
All right.
Good. Oh, good.
It's all good. Yeah. It's all good, man.
Yeah, and because of that,
Yeah.
uh,
I'm going to unleash the hand. Unleash the hand.
and because of that, I need you to do a Dex save for this creature.
Okay. That's a 5. So it
Okay,
fails.
it's knocked prone.
Oh. Wait. Is there a size restriction on this ability? This is-
How big is it?
This is huge. This is a
It's
huge.
a big old worm.
Yeah. It's a big old boy.
I mean, it's a flurry of blows, so I'm still technically just punching it, and I'm a humanoid.
Let me
so...
just make this a little bit more impressive. There we go.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean,
Oh.
I'll have to look. I would have to look it up, but on.
I'm going to make a ruling and say, unfortunately,
logic.
the bulk of this thing even though you rock it from the blow, and it definitely is like it's rocked back. It isn't prone because it's just too massive for that. Like
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's too
It's like
big.
Jabba the Hutt.
yeah. So I mean, I've shrank it just to try and keep it within reason on the map.
Well, keep going, someone else, because I'm out of actions now.
Okay, so now it's Kayla's turn. So
Yes,
you've just witnessed
Okay.
Sif dealing this, all these little wounds upon its body. What are you gonna do?
I think it needs
A hug,
Fire?
to be
cup of tea.
It's cold.
warmed up in here.
Yeah.
It's a bit cold. I'm going to knit it a fire jumper.
Okay.
I think
sweater.
I will.
A
A sweater.
Ah.
I'm sorry.
You guys, all of you suck.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm
Just a
going to
blazer,
use...
just saying.
Oh.
Oh,
What was
no.
Say that again.
A blazer.
Oh, I like that.
Wait, where's the award slips?
Yeah.
Gag of the match.
Gag of the match.
Gag of the match. Okay.
I think I'm going to do some scorching rays. Scorching rays. So for this one, I have to roll to hit and then roll damage. But I'm going to aim. So you say there's a few wounds and scrapes.
Yeah,
all
it's
over this
there's
boy?
like a number of gouges in its hide that are
Right.
bleeding.
Okay. I'm
like
gonna.
purplish
So
icon.
it's 3 rays. I'm just gonna do it at second level. I'm gonna aim for 3 of those gouges.
Okay.
So first one. Oh, natural 20.
Crikey.
Oh, doing good this week.
So.
Too good.
So
That's too
that
good.
will that one be double damage then?
Yeah, roll your double or your damage dice that you would roll.
Sweet.
Double damage.
Is it double dice or you just double
No, double dice. Double dice.
double dice? Okay,
Yeah, and you add your bonus at the end.
cool. Yeah.
Don't do it twice.
Mm.
Who said 16?
Did someone say 16?
I said 15.
Okay.
It's
You guys are hearing things. It's really.
We should start.
Yeah.
We should start keeping a chart of how many times 16 occurs because it's
Just write them on the walls.
so.
This
that
whole
first
world.
one. That first one was 18 fire damage.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Next one is 23 to hit.
Yeah,
Not
that's a hit.
natural.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And that one was 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And that was 20 non-natural to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
And that one was only 5 fire damage.
Okay. Okay. So as each of these like blasts strikes the creature, its segmented hide is scorched and blistered. And it takes a fair amount of damage. In fact, some of the as it opens its mouth to scream, some of the fire gets inside and starts to singe the interior of its mouth as well, like crisping it and making it like weep, like an Icarus. The skin splits and blisters. It's like, and it's just pouring out either side of its jaw and between its fangs. And the thing is now incensed with rage, like and begins to sort of like thrash and buck like and makes to lunge towards Sif and Kayla. But it's now Cray Cray's go. Is that it for you, Kayla? Are you moving or are you staying where you are, or
If I move, will it get an opportunity? I assume it's going to get an opportunity.
It will,
attack.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do have my bonus attack.
The whip.
The whip, yeah.
You can do that if you
I'm
want
in
to.
range of it.
Yeah, it's right on you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to do my bonus whip attack, which should also have some fire damage. So... Whip!
I suppose it'd be more like this.
Oh my god, it's
this,
getting bigger.
this
It's
kind of
engorged.
size.
Oh, it's getting excited.
Oh, it's all purple.
It's 17 to hit.
17. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Fair enough.
This is a baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So unfortunately, as you like lash out, in its thrashing, it managed to just like avoid the tip from cracking and splitting the underside of its jaw. So that's no effect, unfortunately. Cray, you're up. You're grappled, aren't you? So you need to break the grapple. You just do a strength athletics check, please. Yeah, you do. You so like, how do you? What happens? How do you break the
I
grapple?
just look at them and let go. No, I just like lift my legs.
Yeah, like so you pull the limbs out from where they're rooted in the ground.
Oh, is
And,
anything below the root?
Yeah, as they lift up, you see that there's like strange tendril-like projections growing from the base of where the broken like wrist bones are, like that are kind of like.
Are they black?
No, they're like wormy roots, but they're not. They don't move. They're just kind of like kind of antlers growing out from the base of the limbs, rooting it into the firmer soil
So
beneath.
I'll take note of that. I'll be like, oh, no time for this.
Yeah. So, but you managed to just just pull them out or shatter them with the sheer strength of your own legs. But all you can do now is move, really, to break, because you had to break the grapple with your main action.
That's true.
So unless you've got something else you can do as a bonus action.
I'm assuming right adjacent to me, there's no bones where that ring is, because that's where cavern.
Yeah, to the right of you, none. But all the way in front of you, up to where calamari is, in front of that stone slab door, there's still like
I'm gonna go
hands protruding from the soil.
I'm gonna go right next to it.
To the purple worm.
Purple worm.
Okay, do you want me to move you?
Yeah, if that's all right.
Yeah. So what, you're like right here.
In that kind of little croissant bit.
Croissant bit? What's that?
A little curve. Yeah, just there.
Is that you're okay with that? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I'm hoping it's got like
It's
a
a
slight,
big worm. I swear it wasn't that
blind
big when I
spot.
last
Maybe
looked at it.
one more right
What?
towards the tail.
There?
Wait for it to update.
Like that?
I'll just say yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
exactly where it meant.
So you're like
Yes.
running up to it. So and now it's go. Darbiste's go.
I have got bonus action.
Oh, what is the bonus action?
I might just use one of my commander's strike.
Yeah.
So I can direct an ally I can see or hear.
Calamari's up next.
Mm-hmm.
It just says an ally I can see or hear. Would you say if they'd already gone, they've already been? Otherwise, because it just says I can forego use my bonus action to direct an ally to strike.
Oh no, they can. I think they get that as a. Do they not get that as a? Oh, you know what? I can't remember the rulings on this.
It says using its reaction. Maybe it count as their reaction.
Yeah, well, none of them have used the reaction yet on their
Okay,
turn, so
so-
any one of them could use that as a reaction. Wait, no. Does it have to be the next person in the?
It just says anyone I can see or hear.
You know what? I'm just going to allow it. Fuck it, for ease of
Yeah?
game. Yeah, just do it.
Who wants to go?
Let's
again?
have fun. Just do it. Who wants to have a free attack?
Free attack, you say?
Yeah.
I can burn things.
Yeah, I
Burn
can
them.
punch stuff.
Can it be any attack? It's not a melee
It
attack.
doesn't say anything about limiting the attacks. Just and I can add a D10 to their attack damage.
Okay. Well, you choose. It's your
Okay.
your turn. So.
Okay. I think I'll choose Sif just because Kayla's stuff may actually hit me.
This is sensible.
Yes. Oh my god.
But
It's like in Mario when you get a star and then it's just like fireball, burn everything.
all right, I get to stab. I get to
so
stab, right?
I'll point at Sif and I'm like, go again.
Oh.
Another fighter joins. And
Uh,
he rolled.
Was that a fumble?
That sounds like a good roll.
It's plus 10.
40. Oh, is it plus 10?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Then it's 20, 24.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yep. Roll your damage.
Whew, good.
So
You got me really upset there for a second.
Sif is
I
suddenly
noticed that.
inspired under your command. Like you say, what?
Thank you, giant pink monster. You make me stab things more.
What do you say to Sif?
Do it again.
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 All right. It is going to get stabbed for 10 piercing damage and
Plus-
4 radiant.
Plus 6.
Okay. Plus
Plus
6.
Because I rolled a 6 for you.
Wow.
Oh, plus 6 to what? To both or just one?
Just the one.
Okay, so it gets stabbed for 16 instead. 16.
Okay, so like Sif
And
like
4 radiant.
flashes out with the blade of his spear and manages to like lacerate it up along one of the rings of its hide and splits it open, like the flesh parts and more of that like thick purplish red ichor starts to just pour and splatter onto the soil beneath it. And it's just,
And I thought it smelled
so-
bad on the outside.
so its initial like you basically arrest its lunge as it was going to sort of engulf Kayla in its jaws. You suddenly are like "Wah!" and cause it to sort of like back off in reaction to the pain of the wound.
Back up and seek consent.
But unfortunately, undeterred, it springs back, but this time it aims its jaws at you, Sif.
Oh no.
So let's see what happens.
It is an undeterred.
It is it's an undeterred.
Turd. It's the best place for turds.
The new D&D.
Okay, that's
favorite playing.
that's 24 to hit.
Oh.
94?
Yeah.
But, okay,
you,
that's one hell of a hit.
You take. You take. You take 26 points of piercing damage.
Oh fuck. Okay.
And you need to do a dex saving throw for me, please.
Shit.
Okay. Let's see. Dex saving throw. Ooh, good thing I have a lot to dex. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Pat.
Yep.
Oh,
What?
No,
What
it's
is
not
it?
Good. It's not good.
Oh.
Okay,
Good
with
roll, folks.
my plus 8 to dex saving throws, it's 11.
Ooh, that's a failure. So unfortunately, as it bites you and like getting you around like your thighs, and then it opens its mouth again and then just swallows you like whole into its mouth. So you're currently inside of the worm's gullet, and you're blinded
Have you got the ship in the bottle?
you're blinded and restrained, Sif.
Oh, fuck, man.
I got eaten.
We gotta
Yeah.
get him out of there.
Blinded and restrained.
Yes.
No.
Right.
In its mouth.
So calamari,
No bueno.
yeah, is more or less like he's gradually being like fed through its
It's
esophagus or
Oh god.
trachea, whatever I can't remember the specific term anymore.
There's a good death metal song about that called Eaten by Bloodbath. It's a really good song.
If
You're living it.
we should play it now.
Okay, so rather than trying to wriggle free from the skeletal hands, I think what I'll do is I'll, having seen all this happen, cast Bigby's hand.
Okay.
And send the big bugger over there.
Okay.
To do some damage. So I think we're not metagaming. Do you reckon that I should smack it? Maybe use that to pass.
Oh, like a little burpee.
Like a little burp or something.
That might work.
But it doesn't cause anything.
You've reduced me to a piece of
That
indigestion.
one, which is happening. And I can do damage.
You're a tasty morsel.
Effectively, but I can do
well,
damage to it and it stops it.
I wish more people realised that.
It has to. It does 4D.
A tasty mortal.
Oh, brutal.
Force could probably.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use clenched fist. So the hand strikes one creature within 5 feet. So he's galloped up next to it.
Pow!
Make a melee spell attack. What's a melee spell attack?
Voila. Kapow.
And I want to apply this to the back of its throat to see if I can get Bigby's hand to punch Sif out.
Okay.
Cuff it up.
Okay.
Okay. So.
She might be on
here. 17.
17, unfortunately, is a miss.
Oh,
shit.
So as the hand goes to sort of hammer down onto the back of the head, approximate to where the throat would be, the worm.
Oh,
like,
hang on, sorry.
Oh, sorry. So you've got
I
more.
didn't add my proficiency.
Oh,
bonus,
yeah.
which would
Go
be-
ahead.
Proficiency.
Oh, hang on. Let's see. Maybe it's on here.
+4?
Behold, artists trying to do maths.
Yeah.
Why?
It would have been 20.
Oh, that's a hit. Yeah, nice. Good. I'm glad that works. No, I'm pleased.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
Good, I don't want to get eaten,
So,
even though it's a really good song.
D8. So I can probably do.
Yes, man.
Just two. Just another couple.
It would be an ignominious end for Sif.
I don't want to make another
16.
character, I'm quite attached.
16 damage.
16 damage.
16!
Thank you kindly.
So, as the blow hammers the back of the creature's like head, approximate to where the throat would be, like it does choke and gag like, but you can see Sif's legs like project out just a little bit, but then it's like, and it sucks him back into its gut. So it wasn't enough to dislodge him. So it's going to require more than that, unfortunately.
Shit.
It was force damage, by the way.
Force
To be
damage.
specific.
Okay.
Hand.
So is that it for calamari? Is there anything else you want to do, or?
As a bonus, could I also cast Mage Hand and see if I can get it to grab one of his ankles and pathetically try and pull him out?
Yeah.
I can throw my mage hand in there too. But...
There you go, one on each ankle.
Yeah.
Just
Let me out! Let me out!
What's the? Is it £10 the limit of what
It's
they
like
can...
a bag of sugar or something
Yeah.
pathetic like that.
Yeah, but yeah, these spectral sort of hands manifest around either of Sif's ankles inside its mouth. So as it's like gnashing, you can just get the sight of these hands like just going. And Sif,
That's exactly how I
Sif,
imagined
you
it.
can feel your legs just like alternately being pulled like to no effect whatsoever. But they
This
are
is,
trying.
I
We
appreciate I really appreciate the
try.
effort, guys.
Okay, so
Or I would if I wasn't being swallowed right now.
Trooper, you're up. It's now your turn again.
What's the move?
Has?
Sorry, I forgot I'm pushed to talk as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, I haven't had any sirens today, man.
I know, right? It's perfect. Ironically, there hasn't been any
so good.
sirens.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but if you weren't on
Exactly.
push to talk, there would be.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Sod's
Like
law
you're
in full
listening.
effect.
I mean, I just always assumed that those pigs were just after you. And they
Yeah,
finally
maybe.
found you.
Whoop whoop.
It's the sound of the police.
Yes. I guess
Yeah.
Trooper's gonna go in and attack.
Yeah. All right.
By the way, looking at this creature, I'm tempted to like attack its eyes. I don't know why. I have.
Good shout.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
Give it a
I'm just
try.
gonna
I
go.
mean, you can try.
Yeah, can I?
So are you moving closer towards it now?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's still. I obviously still got
Hands.
It's still, yeah.
Yeah. Because
he's still-
the area directly in front of you is still populated by the rigid sort of limbs
Oh right.
projecting up. So you are going to have to contend with them before
Okay.
you. So I mean, you can do a dex.
Oh shit! I didn't know. Be grappled then.
Yeah, you can do a dex
Oh, is it good?
dexterity check to see acrobatics to see if you can
Oh man, I could have used my thing to eat.
avoid
Oh well.
being grabbed by them if you want to try.
Yeah, I can do that.
For
Well, that's a 20.
okay, it's equal, so I'll say you beat it. So yeah, so you as the limbs like start to try and clutch and grasp at you as you step around them, you deftly avoid every single one of them in that square, and the ones that are in front of Sif have already been obliterated by the flame, I will say. So
Nice.
so you can get right next to its head and attempt to target its eyes if you want to.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Can I attempt to target its eyes? Do we have to roll anything specific for that?
I would say this is going to require a skill check with an attack, maybe.
How high is it?
You know, just to make things simple, just do an attack with disadvantage, and we'll see if you manage to like leap up and hammer it in the face into its orb.
Sure. I rolled the same thing twice, so
What was it?
it was 18.
18. That is a hit. That is a hit.
Well, that's without proficiency or
16.
anything, so
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Would have been like 22.
Team was so
But,
last season.
but yeah, I guess that's a hit. Nice.
Yeah, definitely. So you can leap up and punch it directly in its like glassy. Mind you, these things don't really have eyes. What am I talking about?
Do they not?
No, they're blind. They have tremor sense. It's because I'm being led
Where's-
by the bloody
Image,
proxy.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It doesn't have an eye, so just ignore my applying
Oh.
disadvantage to you. But you can still leap up and hammer it, like, or do an uppercut or whatever you want.
Did you say it's led by smell or
Tremor sense.
tremors? Oh,
Yeah.
Smash its jaw in, dude.
I wish it could.
Yeah, I'll
do
smash
it.
its jaw.
Headed.
I'll go for the jaw.
Just shove
Smash
something
it.
up its nostrils.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
to clear up.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good game.
Thanks, Mike.
See
Sorry
you
that
next time. See you
sorry
later,
we couldn't
Mike.
get going
No,
earlier.
no, don't worry about it.
Well, that's
See y'all.
Bye, Mike.
Bye.
that's 10 fire and 8 bludgeoning to its mouth area, of course. Yeah.
10 fire and 8 bludgeoning.
Yeah, that's like the one of the max rolls I can do. And that's-
Cool. So you hammer a powerful blow underneath its jaw, which has the unfortunate effect of clamping down on
Oh shit.
on Sif.
Sorry,
No, come on,
I aimed for like the top lip.
Oh, the
Is what I'm
top
trying to
lip. Okay, so you
Yeah.
smash some of the fangs out from its mouth, then with the blow, and it's like it's rocked by it, but it still sort of like manages to like reorient itself on you and like like hiss aggressively. Anything else on your turn?
Can I attack? Roll to hit him again.
Yeah, go for it.
That's 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Cool, and that's 7 fire and 6 bludgeoning.
7. Okay. So again, are you like just like punching across its jaw to try
Can
and?
I aim for like the lower part of its jaw, where its jaw, if it's connecting anywhere to like
Yeah, like you can try like maybe the. I mean, the way that this creature is arranged physically, it doesn't. It has no skeletal structure. So this thing is all
I
just
see.
chitin and exoskeleton on like a
Yeah.
fleshy,
Tube.
segmented kind of like circular
Yeah,
body.
I see.
But you do manage to like punch a few more of the fangs out from its mouth and mush the what would be like the lip and gum kind of area, which start to like just split and bleed. So and the thing's like swaying, like almost as if it's punch drunk. So this thing is being whittled down by your collective attacks. It's definitely like it's feeling the hurt now.
Nice.
Anything else?
I guess no, that's about it. Can I move? I guess I can't move or anything for a bonus or.
Yeah, I mean you can move the rest of your movement back, but you
I
will
guess I just
obviously
move.
you will take attack of opportunity if you do that though.
Oh,
Unless you want to move around it, to stay engaged. Yeah, that's cool. So you just like skip around its head next to Cray Cray's to try and avoid its attention, basically. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that's going to do you any good, but
probably not.
we'll see. So Sif, you're up. You're in its mouth, and
Bite it.
Bite it back. The monk.
Become a pineapple.
I wish.
I need you to do a Constitution saving throw because of the amount of damage that it just received from Chupa's attacks. So can you just roll for me, please?
Con saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Oh, sorry, I need to do that. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Hang on, Sif. That's me.
You have your moments, man.
No, I'm not doing good today.
You're doing fine, mate.
Oh, man.
Oh, I forgot.
No, it fails. So the blows, like to its jaw that Chupa just delivered, cause it to sort of like and hock Sif out onto
Nice.
the soil floor amongst the skeletal debris, and he's covered in like this
That's good.
this corrosive ichor that just stinks and it is just dropping from you in glistening, glooping great globules to the floor, and you're just like you've been slimed basically. But it's now your turn,
Really?
so you're free to do whatever you want. I'm not going to make you prone or anything for this, so you can just.
Oh, thank you. Well, I would be disgusted if I wasn't so busy being enraged. So I'm going to stab it with extra, I guess, virility. That's a very bad word to use here. I'm going to stab it more. Yes.
Okay.
More enthusiastically.
That's
He's
the one.
emboldened.
With vigor.
Yeah, with
With
great
vigor.
Yeah. It is like 28 to hit, so that's definitely a hit.
Yes.
I've been rolling really good attacks, not necessarily anything else. Fuck. Okay, it's taking pitiful 7 piercing damage
Okay.
and 3 radiant damage,
Okay.
which gives it 10 damage in total.
Okay.
And,
So
stab it more.
you going for more? Okay.
Yes.
It gets a reaction.
Oh, it does.
So
does it?
its tail swings around at Chupa and Cray Cray, and I'm just gonna roll to see which.
Oh,
one.
those guys aren't me, so I don't care.
So unfortunately, this is gonna hit Chupa if it hits at all. Oh goodness me, that is pretty high. That's 27 to hit, so that is a hit.
Oh, bad luck, guys. But it's a shame. Tough break. I mean, at least you weren't just swallowed and then spat out by a nasty monster.
Chupa, its tail whips around and impales you with its stinger, and you
Oh,
take
blimey. When you put it that way.
You take 19 points of piercing damage, and you need to do a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Constitution.
Yeah.
19.
19. Oh, yeah, you did
Nice.
good. You take 21
Oish.
points. 21 points of poison damage as well.
Oh, dude.
So as the venom it courses into your body through the wound, and then it retracts that from Chupa as it's swung around, and it's basically it's almost like crushed you as it's brought its tail around, and then it swipes back and lunges at you, Cray, and makes an attack at you.
And this venom doesn't even come with a Run the Jewels song to a softened blow.
I know, right?
Mm.
That's 22 to hit, and so you take 23 points of piercing damage, and you need to do a con save for me, please.
23.
23, that's good. So you only take 21 points of poison damage as well on top of that.
23 and then 21.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So Sif, it's still your go, so off you go.
Oh shit! Hold on. I remember now. It is still in fact my go. Yes, I look in horror as my compatriots are being stabbed.
You're shocked as your little stab yourself results in 2 further stabs to your friends all around the side of it.
Did I do that? Oh my! I am so sorry.
Man, down to double digits.
Anyway, to avenge you, I shall stab it again.
Okay, go
But
for it.
harder.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the same outcome, so it's 28
Yeah,
to hit.
that's a hit. Roll your damage.
It's one hell of a fucking hit, alright? And, oh my god. It takes 6 piercing.
Yeah.
And 3 radiant. But I'm going, because I've been rolling so shitly, I'm going to spend 1 key to start punching it. Punching
Okay.
its shit
Okay.
in.
I'd say you'd have umbrage with this worm.
So
Yeah.
the first strike, the radiant energy manages to actually blow a hole out through the top of its upper lip,
Nice.
Nice.
but the thing is still gnashing and angrily aggressing towards you guys. It's not going to back off. You've intruded upon its territory.
Why won't you just die?
It's gonna try and kill and eat you all.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna start punching it in the face.
Okay. What
And
Queensberry rolls? Put your stinger up.
What? Oh, those are my fighting trousers, sir. 15 to hit.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Ah, god damn it. Okay. Well, hopefully the next one is gonna be better. Ooh, nice. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. I punched its shit in. Which results in it.
Funnily enough, its mouth is also its anus.
Oh.
So entirely possible.
Ah, nice. It's what is it? Is it actually made out of Theresa May's? Right. It takes.
Oh, no.
No politics on the stream.
No, especially right now.
Keep
bad
it
times.
civil.
None of you heard that. Anyway, it takes 7 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and because of that, I shall. Where is it? I'm gonna spend 1 key, and I'm going to need you to do a con save for this creature.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Fuck's sake.
So
Ah,
it's
motherfucker.
26 in total.
Yeah, you're good. You're not getting stunned.
So just the 7.
Yes, just a 7.
Okay. So you deliver it another additional blow, which rocks it, but it doesn't seem too fussed by that one
Sorry, guys.
in its
That's good,
rage.
man.
But that was a good turn. Kayla, you're up. So you're seeing this thing as just grievously wounded both Chupa and Cray, and even though Sif has been whittling it down with these series of attacks, the thing is still standing, even though it's bleeding copiously from the various wounds around its jaw and mouth and on its underside and the side of its head. And every time it moves, the viscous blood just like scatters and spatters across you all. Like, it's just
Grody.
coating. It's like you're like being Jackson Pollocked by
Oh, fucking hell.
Ica.
Yeah.
Is it Friday night already?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
close as well. I mean, probably gonna use some more fire.
There's a nice hole that's opened up in it. You could just put fire inside.
Just pop it in there. I do also have chromatic orb, so like there's other things. I have other elements, or I also have lightning bolt, which I don't use that. I don't use that. Ooh. A line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out from a direction you choose. That's probably a bit much. I'm just going to do some more scorching rays, I think, because they're a bit more targeted. If you say there's a big hole I can throw it into.
In its oven.
I mean, its mouth's a big enough hole as it is. Every time it's like, you can be like,
It's my
"Whoa!"
Okay, scorching rays incoming.
All right.
That was 14 to hit.
Unfortunately, that's a miss.
Okay, that
So
one missed.
that one goes wild and dashes across the
Yeah.
rocky face of the
that-
cave walls.
Yeah. Next one was 19 to hit.
That's a hit. That strikes true. It's like the Death Star, where the final like plasma bolt or whatever photon torpedo or whatever, I can't remember the name.
So it was
Use the
8
force.
fire damage.
8 fire damage.
Yeah, and the last one is 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. We're all good. 5. Ooh, another 5. So it was 10 fire damage.
All right.
18 fire damage total into all of the orifices.
Mmm.
I fill your holes with fire.
Burn, burn, burn.
Cool. So yeah, as its mouth's opening, you manage to get one of those fire bolts like down its gullet, and it's just like it's gaping wide as this flame is just gouting from its open maw and searing and blistering the inside of its mouth, and it shakes its head from side to side and smashes its head against the cave wall in an effort to try and douse the flames. And then as it eventually dies out, it like turns back down towards you, and it's just like and smoke and the stench of burnt, scorched meat emanates out from its maw. But it's not dead. So, anything else you want to do before we move on to Cray Cray?
I can use my bonus.
Yeah.
To try a whip attack.
So as it's like, you just. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a whip, and hopefully it's gonna hit. Let's find out. Oh, I think it might do.
It's like smacking a bad pet on the nose. Like,
Straight at water.
yeah.
Bad guy.
Bad
Monster, bad.
24 to hit.
That is a hit. That's a good one.
Rolling good tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's good on that.
We've had some really good rolls today, guys.
Yeah, yes. So it was 5 slashing and 5, 6, 7, 8 fire damage.
Wow. Okay.
You get a spin,
Despite having no.
whip him, and give him a little like.
Oh. Despite having no discernible expression or features on its face, as it's struck by your whip and the flames scorch its gums around its bared fangs, it actually kind of has a. It's like looks like it's been admonished. It's like. It has the demeanour of being
Scolded.
Yeah, literally and figuratively. Okay, Cray, you're up.
Okay. So I'll start chopping at its fucking neck. Try and sever some muscles.
Protect your neck.
Protect your neck.
your
John.
neck.
Hip hop nerds.
That's not high. That's only a 14.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. So there's one gone.
So its undulating mass manages to sort of just sway away from the blade as you lunge to strike it. It's just like.
Oh, it's cocked.
Roll again.
Well, that's actually better. Thank God.
What do you get?
25.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just straight up hit with this, but then can I add this to this? Oh yeah. So I'll do the thing, then I'll add a superiority die to it. What am I rolling? This one.
I like this dice rolling tower. It goes with the aesthetic of the backdrop.
So there's 16 damage.
Yeah.
And then
16.
I'm going to add this superiority die, and then you've got to do a wisdom save.
Yeah.
It's only one.
So the worm ain't wise. It's 15. Is that a success or a failure?
That's a failure.
Yay!
You are frightened of me now.
Ooh. Okay. Just let me check that this doesn't have an immunity to that. No, it doesn't. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So that was 17 altogether.
Okay. So as you strike into, your blade bites into its flesh, grievously wounding it. The creature sort of like shirks and spasms in effect, and then struggles to try and writhe backwards through the tunnel in which it entered. So it's got to use the full range of its movement to get away from you, hasn't it? In fit.
Nice.
So do the attack as it's struggling to
That's not good.
wriggle away from you.
16. No, that's not going to do.
16.
16's not hit, is it? Yeah, you better run.
So the thing, to your surprise, the thing like shifts its massive bulk and wriggles and squeezes and squirms its way back through the cave entrance in which it entered.
Until the end of my next turn.
And it's you can hear it like as it's
Ran
like
away last
disappears
time
out of
too.
sight down the tunnel. So you have successfully
Perturbed it.
Scaredy worm.
scared it away.
Hey, well done, everyone.
Yeah,
We did
nice,
it, guys.
nice move.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I wouldn't have thunk a purple worm could be afeared, but
We really kicked his ass.
I mean, a DC of 18, that's kind of high
so
for a saving throw.
I'd say we call it here because it's past 10.
yeah. I mean, if that's it's a good enough place as any to stop, really, considering we had to start late due to
Yeah, technicals.
Yeah.
the fucking gremlins ripping the wires out of the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Since that happened, I haven't had a single issue with hearing you guys on the stream.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I mean, I
Yes,
hope it.
but all good.
I hope whoever may ever have been watching it was able to enjoy that without any
Yeah.
issue. So
I think the best thing is just to restart it.
yeah,
It seems so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for this week's session. Thanks everybody for playing. Hopefully we'll all be able to make it next week without any further issues. So if you have enjoyed this, please keep watching and
Like and subscribe.
shalik sub
Shalik sub.
and
I'll lick your sub.
feel free
Oh
to
my.
feel free to get in touch with us if you want to on social media to talk about D&D and related subject matter and
Art.
Game art.
Game
and
Games.
art, yeah, art, being as we're all artists and writers of varying descriptions, that's on our resume. Or dogs, doggies.
There's a dog on the street.
Yeah. So bye. We'll be back next Tuesday at 8. So
Bye. See you next Tuesday.
cheerio, everybody. Bye.
Bye.